Boom, boom, boom. I don't even know what I have here. Hey, you got Adam from Outlier, and you see that I have another special guest. I have the Wolf of Oaklawn himself. Actually, this is the Wolf of Oaklawn. Chase, I've given out your real name. We're here to talk. It's Derby tomorrow. I'm wearing my Derby hat. I got my guy here. Chase, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's always a surprise to me when I'm invited places. So it's nice to be welcome somewhere else.
Invited back places, I think.
True.
Is probably what it is.
True. That's usually more of the case. Yeah, I only get one run and it doesn't go well.
Well, look, I know that we got you for like 8 minutes, and for folks that are kind of trickling in, usually on the Outlier show, like I will, go through some props, I'll go through some things, but I want to do something really special because tomorrow is, look, the Kentucky Derby is not just like a great betting event; it's sort of the kickoff of the summer, and having you on, so I kind of wanted to have you give. I can guarantee that a lot of people tuning in have no idea about betting the ponies other than just having fun with it. So maybe you can give kind of a good overview of what to look for in this race, and then maybe like a couple bets, and then maybe a really fun, really stupid bet. We love stupid, fun bets. Like we come from the Sean Green school of like, give us something fun and stupid. So why don't you start off like, what's this race like? All I know is that Bob Baffert's like banned from horse stuff forever. My horse racing knowledge comes literally from watching that movie with Bob Goldthwait with John Candy as the talking horse. So that is it. So tell everybody, what should they be looking at tomorrow on all the races?
Yeah, it's for one, it's interesting how quiet it's been if you throw out all the Bob Baffert noise that's kind of led into the Derby with the injunctions. If you're not familiar, one of his horses tested positive, had a win vacated, banned for a couple years. He's supposed to be back this year. Churchill Downs decided to extend the suspension. I think he just had numerology going for with him, and they didn't pushness on Derby number 150. So
this is a big one. So
yeah, you mess around in 149, you don't get to play in 150, man.
Yeah.
It's been really quiet. There have been limited scratches. But I think the main story is that you have a big favorite who everyone just kind of their response is like, if this horse has its own way, we could actually see something really special in terms of the performance. If the horse doesn't have everything its own way, then you kind of worry that the horse can't deal with adversity, and then it's anybody's race. So it's pretty interesting betting race.
Is there, I mean, I know last year, I remember one of the stories was, would a Japanese horse win and stuff like that, and some of these, and this year's, I lied. I do follow it a little bit. I do know a little. I know the drunkest I've ever been in my life was at Preakness because half my family's from Maryland. But I digress. Are there any horses like? I mean, look, one thing for a lot of folks that don't bet a lot, like, are there horses that might make a Triple Crown run? Are there like any really good ones? Like, given that there's no stories of anybody kind of being cut out, is there anybody to kind of look at that? Yo, this one could make a run.
Yeah, the great thing about this race is that going into it is you always have someone eligible for the Triple Crown. You're going to come out of this race with a Triple Crown eligible runner. And I think that honestly, if Fierceness is the kind of horse that proves me wrong and can get around that adversity, listen, it's coming into the Kentucky Derby on one of the highest speed figures that we've ever seen entering a Kentucky Derby. So it could be a little bit of a freakish talent. Outside of that, you mentioned Japanese horses. I love the Japanese horses. There's one of them that won the UAE Derby that's entered Forever Young, who is just looks visually impressive. It seems like the other half of the world doesn't use stopwatches, so it's hard to compare sometimes, going between the US and the UK, or the US and in this case, UAE, Dubai. And I really like the looks of this Forever Young horse. The problem is I've been on a Japanese horse to win the Derby 2 years in a row now. And so as the third year hits, I feel like a broken record. And like people are like, yeah, you're just going to pick the Japanese horse again because so you have it whenever.
I picked it last year because you told me to. So just so you know.
Yeah. That's on me. I think that's the only way I can put that. That's my bad.
Okay, so just for the folks that are just kind of struggling in, so who is that horse? Like, so why don't you name, give me like 2 horses that you like, that are just like, in generally that are fun, and then, give me a long shot that you also just, keep an eye on that might be fun to mess around with in a box. So, who are 2, we'll call them quote faves like that you're looking at that you want people to kind of pay attention to.
The first one's going to be Forever Young. If you look at the advanced wagering on Forever Young, this one's actually taking a lot of money. It started off 10-1 on the morning line. It's trickled down to as low as 6-1 now. So it's going to be about third or fourth choice on the board. I really like the looks of the horse. Visually so impressive. The way it won the UAE Derby, going wide through both of the turns, not saving any ground. That's a really, exerting a lot of energy exerted doing that in the process. So I think it looks great. And I'm talking a long shot. There's a horse from my local track, Oaklawn Park down here in Arkansas, who's run twice and ran second in the prep races. And that's how it kind of made the points to get into the Derby. Its name is Just Steel. You might recognize the Just part from its daddy, Justify, who was a Triple Crown winner. Yeah. And his progeny have just been running holes through the wind all across America in these different stakes races. Just Steel, last I saw, around 27-ish to 1. And I love this horse because it looks a lot like another one of the favorites, Sierra Leone, who is going to be a horse that picks up the pieces from behind because there should be a hot pace. There should be really fast. It really plays well to these closers. The problem is that Sierra Leone is going to be a short price. It's going to have to negotiate through 19 tired horses that are staggering all over the place. And, it needs luck too. I'd rather take the longer shot at 26 as opposed to the 6-1 shot with Sierra Leone, that a horse can come from off the pace and get the job done and won't be chasing a Bob Baffert monster like it did in the Arkansas Derby with Muth, who, if was here, might be the favorite for the Arkansas or for the Kentucky Derby.
So what's the weather? Is the weather supposed to be crappy? Like, what's it supposed to be like?
It was crappy today.
And then
Much to my chagrin.
It's like basically like it's horse racing Bonnaroo, essentially. Right. It just becomes like mud and just everything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Kanye won't show up till 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Pretty much at the center. Yeah. In the center.
No, with that, it rained today. It got gross out there, and so it's going to be in a state of drying out, which sometimes actually tends to help horses that like to run towards the front of the race. But it really kind of depends. They'll have it worked out to where it's almost a fast track by post time tomorrow.
Nice. All right. So, look, I only got it for a couple minutes because then everyone who is watching this should actually go tune over to VSiN because you can catch Chase, Sean Green, Ryan Kramer, VSiN. That's what they do on Fridays. But look, so why don't you give me give us a couple fun bets that you think that the newbies could get into if you're just gonna have a fun tomorrow, just like everyone else is.
There's nothing more easy than a win bet, and there's no better odds than some of these horses. So I would say dabble on a win bet with Forever Young. And then also maybe sprinkle a smaller win bet, Dutch your win bets out with Just Steel. And if you want to talk a fun bet, the Derby trifecta always pays a ton. So I would say
that's what I love. That now that you've gotten the beginner thing out of it, give me, like, I'm in the intermediate. Give me a box and give me a box or a trifecta or an exacta. These are my language.
I'm going to give you 4 horses to use in a box that you can do in a trifecta or an exacta here. We're going to use the 2 Sierra Leone.
Okay.
We're going to use the 4 Catching Freedom.
Okay.
We're going to use the 6 Just Steel.
All right.
And we're going to use the 11 Forever Young.
Young, Just Steel, Catching Freedom, and what was that fourth one?
Oh, Honor Marie.
Honor Marie. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Basically betting against fierceness, saying if fierceness doesn't hit the board, then we get paid if we're
That's
right.
Good. All right, cool. I like it, man. Look, I know that you got to jump because this is your Super Bowl weekend, but tell everybody real quick where they can find you, how they can find you. You are one of my good friends. You are an incredibly talented writer and content creator. And also, guys, if you get him on your show, he will do Wu-Tang references. He will wear chains as he has on here now. So yeah, Chase, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can always find me being abrasive on Twitter @ofOaklawn. Also, you can check out my show, The Notorious OTB. It's a horse racing podcast available wherever you get your podcasts. So check it out. It's brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and I'm doing my AI art thing on Instagram @WolfOaklawn.
It's really good. His stuff's really, really, really good. All right, man. I know you got to go. Everybody should go head over to VSiN. It's on YouTube. You can catch everybody right now, and he's going to be on there soon. This will be recorded, and these will all be props you can look at later. So thanks again, Chase, for coming by, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. All right. So now, the thing that you guys all have come here to probably watch now. Oh, look at me. Now you get to watch me figure out home run props for tomorrow. We're gonna see what we got. See if anybody. I don't have any of my guys in the chat. I have my fun hat on. Everything. Am I gonna get? By the way, this. Am I gonna get this Phillies under? 1 out away. 1 out away from this baseball. There's Javon. So for those that don't know, I have a lot of my guys, and my guys are like my friends from Twitter. I rank them in terms of who was my favorite and who is not. And they're all like my little brothers. Javon, hands down, number one little brother. Known him for 4 years. 4 years now. Wow. And he is just one of my guys. All right, cool. We are looking at, so look, I already got my list for tomorrow. For those that know, what I like to do is I like to organize a pitchers list, and then I like to see who has bad hard hit rate tomorrow and who we are fading Pablo Lopez. I think tomorrow, let's take a look. Are we going to fade Pablo Lopez? And let's see. Is he on the road tomorrow? The Twins are at home tomorrow. So, and he's worse at home. We are definitely fading Pablo Lopez tomorrow. And let me just see if this Phillies are going to get this under for me. 0-2 count. You guys get to watch me on my computer. I really should have changed it up in a little bit better format, but I got all you guys here. Let's see. Come on. Afraid out. Come on. All right. So that is one I can tell you right away. We want to jump in. We do not have lines for, but we can go to Baseball Savant. We can figure this out. Tomorrow, did Phillies just do it? Nope, they haven't not done that yet. All right. So let's see. We are moving to tomorrow. Who am I going to want against Pablo? I am going to want, when he is at home, who is he worse against? Keeping in mind that I do not have lines and numbers yet. He is worse against right-handed batters. So I am probably going to take a right-handed Red Sox hitter. I believe that is Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill's been terrible lately, but you know what? Tyler O'Neill should be the one that we look at tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you right now. And like I know, and usually what I would do with Outlier, and you can see this, I'll take a look at some of the lines. Come on, Phillies. If you guys can do this would be great. Bang! Get that under. Boom. We got that under. Under 7.5. All right. I'm wearing my go ahead and fight us. Eric Fink gave me this shirt. All right. Let's see. Tomorrow, the total on this game. I don't even know if they have it yet, actually. Do they have that Red Sox game up yet? Do we have lines for it? No, we don't. Okay. Well, we might have to go through some other guys. So let's see what we do have for tomorrow that's already up. We already have this Cubs Brewers game. And who is starting tomorrow? Let's see. Oh, James Talon. Tobias Myers. All right, cool. So Talon's been all right, I believe. Let me just take a look. Taylor. We got people saying reverse jinx on this. James Talon's been actually pretty good. And then are the Brewers doing a bullpen game? Can someone verify this for me? They're doing a bullpen game. I didn't know, but I don't think that's a bullpen game. Let's see how this guy did last time. Did I mess it? Oh, there he is. Tobias Myers. Yeah, Tobias Myers, Milwaukee. I can kind of, yeah, there he is. Okay, let's see how he did. So Tobias Myers, we might want. Oh, he was good too. I don't know, guys. We might want, and maybe we want an under in this game. I think we want an under. Let me see what the total is. And let's see. Cubs game. Under 8. All right. So look, guys, on the surface, I don't mind a flat under 8 on both of these pitchers. They both have pitched pretty well. I will take a look here. Let's see. This Brewers team obviously is very good against right-handed pitching, but James Talon's been really good since he started. Like the last 3 starts have been great. His hits, I mean, he got messed around by Houston. His walks been all right. He's kind of done it on his outs. This is pretty juiced for that. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one a lot, but yeah, I think I might do an under. Let's see how Tobias is done. This is the fun part, guys. You get to see me do this. All right. Well, look, unders aren't as much fun. I realize that you guys don't love that. So let me just see what else we might be able to find. Okay. So, and then, all right. Man, William Contreras is so hard to fade. And let me just see. Oh, man. And he's got good history against Talon. Yeah. I mean, what's total bases? Plus 125. They're still pricing this guy wrong. Come on. I don't know. I mean, I like to dig in. Let me dig in on Talon and just see if there's anything that I don't like about him. Because I think he was he's looked good. Oh, you know what? It's Sierra. So his Sierra is a nerd stat that I use, which is basically, well, I don't use it. Fangraph uses it, but it effectively says if a guy is good or worse than they actually are. So James Talon walks a fair amount of guys, doesn't strike out a lot of guys. Whip's pretty low. Left on base is pretty high. He's overall been a good pitcher. His xFIP is good. He's not terrible. Let's see. Could we find James Talon? He's got a pretty high fly ball rate. Okay. All right. We found the weakness. He does have a high fly ball rate. So let's see what his pitches are. Because if anybody I'm going to want to take, let me see, is James Talon worse against lefties? I'll tell you right now. Willie Adams. Willie's been killing it too. Sad Cat saying we need some good vibes on Shabbat. We knew that game was going to go that way though, buddy. Let's see. Willie, I kind of like Willie. Or maybe you want some good value, maybe we can go Bryce Terang tomorrow. Ooh, this might be a good one. Let's go Bryce Terang. Let's do a Bryce Terang single tomorrow. Minus 115. His total bases is, I mean, it's not going to do that. Yeah, I mean, okay. So a play that I do like for tomorrow. I like Bryce Terang single. It's a little bit juiced. It's not too bad though. I do like that Bryce Terang single. We don't have a ton of lines, so we can't really do a lot. But I do like this one. What is going on? I got everybody blowing me up. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Bryce Terang single, and I don't know. We want to see how Rhys Hoskins does. Rhys Hoskins murders right-handed pitching. And then Talon. I mean, the total isn't low. I mean, look, truthfully, I like an under here, but I'll still play around. I'll still play around to get something going for you guys. What is this? Seeing if people are doing this. What is this? No. Do we have any other plays? Man, I can't believe Justin Turner. My Justin Turner play didn't come through tonight. I really like Justin Turner. So, anyway, Rhys Hoskins. Who are the other lefties that are on this team? I don't know. What about on the other side? What about Ian Happ? Other guys that we would want to take over here? Ian Happ. We could see who is Tobias Harris. I keep calling him Tobias Harris. It's Tobias Myers, not Tobias Harris. All right. Let's see. He's been really good on the road. I don't know, guys. I don't actually want to take anything in here other than the under. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would rather take the under in this game. So I'm just going to stick to it. It's my initial read. That is my favorite thing here. If there's anything else, I kind of like Bryce Terang, but otherwise, give me the under 8, a flat under 8 in this Milwaukee Cubs game. Cubs haven't really been hitting well lately, and just 8 runs seems like a lot for both of these teams. So that said, let's go to the props and see if anything else has been added. I'm going to do a quick refresh. Nope, nothing else has been added. All right, well, since I have you guys, we could look at some NBA. What are we going to get at tomorrow? So last night we did a show. We had Andrew O'Connor Watts on from Action Network, and we had Scott Reichel from SGPN. And if you like the Nuggets, Nuggets to win game 1, Nuggets to win the series. If you like Minnesota, Nuggets to win game 1, Minnesota to win the series is like really good value. So, because the longer the series goes, the more it benefits Minnesota. Let us see what is happening here. Is there anything cool that we see on any of these lines tomorrow? We got Joker to get a double-double. I don't actually want to see that. Let's find something else, guys. Let's do assists. Let's do points. Let's do rebounds, points, assists. This blocks. You guys can also chime in comments and be like, "Hey, can you look this up for me?" As some of you usually do, and I will totally do it. Okay, Michael Porter Jr. has been on a tear, it looks like, but I don't see him getting a lot of rebounds because, he hasn't gotten a ton of rebounds against the Wolves. Let's see. Should actually take a look at who has done this well. So Aaron Gordon under 1.5 steals and blocks seems to be a pretty consistent one when it comes down to this. Hold on. As usual, my kid is not sleeping. So I am checking on my wife right now to see if this happens. There's no, she has not been sleeping. Sorry, guys. It's very tough when you have kids. Okay, so why would I not do this? This looks like a great play. Aaron Gordon under 1.5 stocks. He's hit this once against them. He obviously came off the 2. In his last 20, he's only done it a couple times. Let me see if any of these times were like without a guy, or any of these games without Jokic. Nope. Were any of these times without Murray? Yeah, they were all without Murray. They were all like most of those games. Oh, without. Let's see. Did he do this? Yeah, man, he goes way over this when Jamal Murray doesn't play. Okay, so that's a factor. And let's see. Does he do this? I'm sure he does this when Joker doesn't play, and probably when Porter doesn't play. So, I like this play. I like Aaron Gordon under stocks. I just don't think that I don't think that Minnesota's gonna turn the ball over like that. They just, don't seem like a team that really does it. Their blocks allowed is low, obviously. Their steals allowed is just not that crazy. So let's see what else we got. Porter under assists. There's some other ones. Let's see. All right, I like that. All right, let's see if anything has still come up for baseball. Nope, nothing yet. Though, if you're chiming in, let's see if we have any plays that we have right now for the rest of tonight. I really liked Michael Harris actually tonight. I like his over bases. I can tell you that. And I like Albies too, but I really like Michael Harris. Freddie Freeman has really good stats against. Freddie Freeman has a fantastic history against Charlie Morton. And he's just killing right-handed pitching. Freddie Freeman bases is plus 130. See, he's been great against right-handed. He's been great at home against anybody. Well, he's been really good against righties at home. So that's not a bad one to give you guys. And let me see. I took Ohtani also tonight. I really liked Ohtani. Let's see where that line landed. It's still even money. This is him lately. This is him at home overall, which is great. And this I loved. Charlie Morton terrible against lefties. Ohtani, like he's seen 10 plate appearances. I mean, maybe Charlie Morton will get the best one, but look, eats curveballs, eats fastballs, eats changeups, eats cutters, eats sinkers. So I liked that one. Anyway, there isn't a ton of stuff, guys, but you got what I could give you. Bryce Turang single, under 8 in that game. Aaron Gordon under stocks, so that's under 1.5 steals and blocks. Looks like we're getting it at minus 122 on DraftKings and as high as minus 131 on Caesars. And Freddie Freeman bases is something that I like tonight. So I will drop this in the chat. This has been a short one, but we don't have any lines. So it's a little bit, you guys know how it goes. It's a little bit harder to kind of make stuff up if I don't have any lines. But there's the pictures that I know that I'm going to be looking to fade. What is this? And I'm getting a note from my wife of my wife needs help with Nora. So I will see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy.